Pay attention. We're gonna teach you something real special today. This is two coins. Two coins with my boy Wally, then Ronnie, wherever you're at, we're at. Showing two sides of the same coin. Let me know what y'all think. Two coins. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter today.
Welcome back to the Two Coin Podcast. It's your boy Ronnie.
And I'm Waleed, the other side of the coin. Today's episode is brought to you by Wood Morning. Shout out to the homegirl Tati just because.
Hey, shout out to Tati though, man. She got some clean ass stuff out there.
Go copy some.
Hey, and real quick too, shout out to Ali. I know he coming out with his new line too, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So homie's coming out with some clothes, this, that, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's get straight into it, man. It's been a lot of events that, you know what I mean, that happened since our last time. It's just been you and me talking, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We've had guests on like a number of times now.
Yeah, so I mean, bro, first thing I want to get into, bro, Patrick Ewing getting checked at Madison Square Garden.
Bro, when I saw that, man, and for those like who need some background on the story, basically Patrick Ewing is like one of the best players who ever played for the Knicks and for the NBA for that matter. He just never won an NBA championship. But as soon as he retired and as soon as he left the Knicks, they just went downhill. So I'd say he's probably the best player that ever played for him, right?
Oh, hands down.
So
at least in our generation.
Yeah, he walks into Madison Square Garden recently because they just opened up the arenas for like fans to like view games and shit. So he was at a Knicks game and he kept getting stopped by like security at every checkpoint, asking him to see badge ID and shit as if they shouldn't be recognizing who Patrick Ewing is immediately as he enters the room.
Bruh, like, you gotta know, just off of working there, like, man's fucking picture gotta be up.
But first of all, there should be a statue of him fucking somewhere around Madison Square Garden.
I don't know about a statue,
Come on,
bro.
man. Come on.
Hey, you gotta get rings to get a statue, bro.
He has a jersey retired, right?
Yeah.
That should be enough for them to recognize who he is.
Oh, bro, that's still not an excuse. Just because you don't got a statue is not an excuse for... If you working at Madison Square Garden, like, even if they don't tell you about all the legends, you flip through the handbook, you're gonna see Patrick Ewing in there. You know what I mean?
It's like, bro, if you watch basketball or know shit about basketball and you don't know who Patrick Ewing is, like...
But then here's the other side.
Don't work at Madison Square Garden.
Do motherfuckers not love you unless you get them a ring?
Probably. They quick to forget.
You feel me?
Because Melo, when was the last time any Knicks fans talked about Melo?
And Melo from the East Coast, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, he's from New York. That's like supposedly his like... When he went back there, that was his I thought he was
from Baltimore.
I think, yeah,
he's probably just
he
born...
split time, I think, between New York and Baltimore.
Okay. But, I mean, regardless, you're right, bro. When's the last time they talk about Julius Randle and fucking...
Julius Randle's kind of reviving them a little bit.
But he's...
Bum-ass franchise.
Bro, he's doing to them what Melo did when they was going down. You know what I mean? When Melo, Amari, and Jeremy Lin came. And then it's just like, it's just going to be another wave. I don't see them doing anything. Like, who are they going to be a threat to? You know what I mean?
They're going to be like, what, the number 2 seed?
Something like that.
And they're going to end up playing... the Sixers or the Bucks might get swept.
Yeah, I give them like one game, man. But you know what I mean. That's just funny, bro. It's just funny how, like, you know what I mean. People so, like you said, they so quick to forget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. One moment they screaming your name, all this. Next thing you fucking 50 plus and getting stopped in the whole.
And it's not like he played that long ago. He played in the 90s, like 95, 96, 97 was like his prime years.
Keep it a buck though, man. That's kind of a while back. Cause think about it, there are motherfuckers talking about.
That's just like 25 years ago.
In the late 1900s, that's when we were born.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bro. It's a trip when you think about it, bro.
Yeah. But anyway, shout out to Patrick Ewing, man. Legend.
Hey, hell yeah, man. Much love. You know who it's not shout out to? I was about to say something else, but it should just slip out of my fucking head. But you know who it's not a shout out to, bro? The royal families, the way they've been treating fucking Meghan Markle. If all them allegations is true. Yeah. You know what I mean?
First of all,
that's...
Like, all right, the most important question is, why do we have a royal family to begin with?
That's true too.
Isn't England or the UK or Britain or whatever, aren't they supposed to be like a modern, westernized country? They led the charge in like westernizing and industrializing everything. So why would you still have this old monarchy still around?
It's just tradition for them, bro.
I mean, it's tradition now, but now it's like a...
That's why they're the only people damn near that have a royal family.
But the thing is, they have so much power too still.
Yeah, like all decisions still going.
Yeah, like I get it being tradition, but
you talking about running the country through them is different too.
Exactly, and that's just they've been around for centuries, right? So it's like generation after generation.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised that there's racism there. How old is the queen?
Shit, out the late 1900s. I mean, early 1900s.
Yeah, she was born in like the early 1900s.
1908,
like, yeah, she's probably in her 90s. That's crazy.
Bro,
she's like on all their money and shit. Like,
bro, the crazy thing about it when you talk about like how many generations ago that was, think about all the racism they saw. So it's like for them, they looking at this shit like, damn, bro, we could have somebody black that's in the royal family. We got to get these motherfuckers out quick.
Yeah,
that's some fucked up shit, bro.
She was alive when England had colonized the majority of Africa, and she was alive for the independence and everything that took place after.
You talking about independence for all those countries as well? Damn, so she saw like a whole colonization time through her rule.
She fucking lived through World War II and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, all bullshit aside.
Yeah, so
lived lifetimes.
But my point is like that. I didn't get why there was so much hoopla about it. Like, okay, the royal family's racist. What else?
No, I think it was more so.
I feel bad for the girl though. The girl,
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, I feel bad.
I think
for
it was
her.
more so just with the way that like the media out there had treated her, but we out here didn't really know it because we have our own media out here that with our day to day.
Apparently, there were some savages out there.
Bro, they was some straight dicks, bro. Like on some straight out of pocket
shit. Blatant racism.
So I think that's just the more that's like the biggest.
That's the bigger issue. Yeah.
Like the rest of the world got to see it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People knew it, but then it's just like, when's the last time anybody from outside the royal family, or anybody in the royal family, I should say, spoke out against the royal family?
And not even like on a separate topic, but I have heard, because I follow like soccer and shit, like Premier League soccer, English. So like a lot of the best players in the league, surprise, surprise, are black. So like the tabloids, the media, they always try to come for these black players, whether it's like Marcus Rashford or like
saying what?
Raheem Sterling. Just trying to trash them, just trying to find whatever they can, like on some TMZ shit, like they have paparazzi and stuff, and like.
But theirs is probably like way worse on these players out there.
Yeah, they found out one of them had like 10 plus kids, and like they tried to like use that to tarnish his name in like a racist way. It's
like, but why, bro? Like you're literally going out your way to do something that has no benefit. Like, granted, like you could say that about anything, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, everybody, let's be friends, but like on some real shit, your job is a fucking reporter. Your job is just a journalist or publicist, and you're just going out of your way to just...
dude, I'm done trying to, like, understand the motives behind racism. I just fucking don't.
It's just there, bro.
It's just like...
Ain't no reasons, ain't nothing, like, it's... I don't know, bro. I think to a certain extent, for some people, it's just built in them, and you just can't take it out.
Which is fucked up. And, like, the worst part of that story was when she said, they were worried about what color the baby might be. I'm like, bro, like, that's
for the baby being too dark.
That's fucked up, bro. And first of all, like, come on, like, you got nothing to worry about. Second of all, like, why even fucking bring that up?
That's, bro, and that's just gotta be a fucking, just for Megan having to deal with it, you know what I mean? One, you already dealing with all this bullshit being in a foreign country, and then you dealing with all the publicity coming with it. Then you dealing with all the bullshit you getting from your sister-in-law and, like, the other duchess and whatnot, you know what I mean?
All this shit just feels like Kardashian.
Literally, bro. It's like England's Kardashian.
I don't like it, man. Like
that shit is funny as hell, bro.
But hey, man, it's Oprah. Shout out to Oprah.
Hey, facts, bro. Hey, you know she collecting a bag.
Yeah, Oprah, if you see this,
hey,
marry me.
Hop on the 2 coins. Shit. Yeah. We like some gifts underneath our basket.
But nah, hey, I feel bad for the girl because was she famous before this?
Yeah, bro. You ever watch that TV show Suits?
No.
So she's like one of the main characters in that. And
she's an actress.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after she ended up, getting married to him,
mm-hmm.
they ended up having, like, they obviously had to take her out of the script. They had to write her out.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why they didn't continue it even further too. Just because one, she's like literally one of the prime characters.
Yeah.
But also,
the show ended after that.
Yeah, I think they had one more season. I stopped watching after season 7. Or season 6, but like I think they had one after her, or they just finished. They didn't even record another season.
Is it on like what, Netflix, Hulu?
It's on Amazon Prime.
I might fucking.
Bro. It's actually a cool ass show. It's about just this dude who is just smart as fuck. Right, this kid.
Mm. He
has a photographic memory. He just can remember shit after he reads it once. So then he ends up pretty much just becoming working his way up in his law firm. But the way he gets into that law firm, I ain't gonna ruin it to you. It's just funny how he even gets into the law firm and do all that shit.
Okay.
So watch the pilot, bro. You'll fuck with it.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
But yeah, so she was in that. So yeah, she had a little bag for herself before. It's not like she married in there.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, like, I feel bad for her because, I mean, the fact that she's an actress doesn't change what I'm about to say. Like, she's just a normal person, right? Like,
yeah,
living her life, and now she's like tangled in all this fucking royal drama bullshit and the face of racism in Europe or in England now, and like she probably had no intention of fucking being or doing any of that. So I mean, that sucks.
It's different being in the tabloids out here in Hollywood versus you being in the tabloids out there,
especially as an American.
Exactly. Yeah. Through no fault of your own, but now it's involving the royal family. You know what I mean?
And even if like you're not racist or like people could be like, oh, look at this American trying to come here and like fuck up our traditions or whatever.
I mean, bro, I would expect nothing less.
There's probably nothing but outrage directed at her. It's fucked up, bro.
But see, what I don't get is like why British people are so mad. It's like, bro, y'all fucked up the rest of the world. And now you guys are left with a little fucking island. You had they literally had the whole globe at one point, and now they're literally an island.
And the fucking Brexit shit, like they're not part of the European Union anymore, which is gonna screw them.
Hey man, all I know is y'all were top dogs for centuries. Even what is a millennia? Is 1,000 years, right?
Millennia, I think so, but I don't want to sound stupid.
Either way, for like 2,000 some years, bro, like damn near fucking England's been doing their shit for at least 1,000. I'm not gonna say 2,000. That's just mad wild, but
the British Kingdom, man.
So it's like, yeah, bro, y'all were meant to have a downfall.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get, bro. It's like motherfuckers that obviously I get it. It sucks that you were living the consequences of your ancestors. It's kind of like when white people get mad that you call them a racist. Like, I've never been racist. It's like, bro, it's not about you.
Yeah.
You just happen to be at a point when it's not good to be.
Yeah, it's like if you would just listen, you would understand my point.
You feel me?
But yeah, I feel it, man. Who was the member of the royal family? Like, I think it was like a Dutch or a prince or whatever the fuck. Like, but he was involved in the Jeffrey Epstein shit.
Shit, I'm not.
One of them, Prince Charles.
Prince Charles.
Prince Charles. He's.
You talking about with Epstein's Island and all that?
Yeah, like he was very good friends with Epstein, and he would go there a lot. So that nigga's a pedophile.
Bro, that's a man.
That nigga's a pedophile.
And that's the crazy thing, bro. We were about to get so much shit about Trump's relationship with his whole time being on those islands and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This motherfucker had dude killed and everything.
He probably fucking. They're still probably working to erase any and all evidence.
Oh, facts, bro. If for nothing else, just to protect America's legacy at this point, because Trump finessed his way into the history books to the point now, we would look bad as a country later down the road, tarnishing his name now, because then all they're gonna have in the history books later, and I'm talking about like in 100 years, or in like 50 years is the country turned against its president or whatnot. They're not gonna see the whole. He was a fucking racist piece of shit. They're not gonna remember his fucking speeches that he gave. Bro, you know what I mean?
If you get a chance, read up on fucking Mussolini, Benito Mussolini.
Mussolini.
Him and Trump, exact same career path. I almost think Trump studied him before he took on politics.
What you mean career path? You say he was an actor and all.
Well, I mean,
all that shit before?
Mussolini was he wasn't a business. He got into politics hella late. Like he was old when he did. Before that, he was like a stage director or whatever, and like a journalist. Okay. And then he got in. He basically invented fascism. He came in, and his personality was a lot like Trump's too, like bragging, boasting. He was a piece of shit. Like he's like had hella extramarital affairs and shit. But he fucking ruled Italy for 20 years, like under a non-democracy. And just read up on him, man. Like eventually they ended up turning up on him. But yeah, he went down in history because he did hella shit. Like he went to Libya and fucking like slaughtered people. Like trying to expand like what he called the Roman Empire and shit. It was fucked up, bro.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and he ran into fucking Ethiopia because apparently back in the day Italy tried to colonize Ethiopia.
For real?
And they just didn't. They got fucked up. And then so he came back X amount of years later,
bro,
trying to do a part 2.
It failed again?
Dude, he murdered people. Like the death toll was huge. I'm not sure why or how.
Was there a high death toll the first time around?
Well, yeah,
or more so for Italy?
Yeah. I mean, there was a high death toll both times around.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as like were there more Italians killed trying to like, cause remember I forgot which war was fucking with Vietnam when U.S. soldiers just got fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was Vietnam. That was stupid.
Like you feel me? Like that's why I was asking. Is that the same shit that happened where Italy came and they got fucked?
Well, Italy. I'm not sure. I don't know how that story ends. I just know he went into Ethiopia and there were millions that died and shit. But I don't know like how or why he got out. I don't know if it's like it was the most one-sided war they say in history.
Like unnecessary.
Yeah, but he did that on top of like hella other fucked up shit, and like his decision making was terrible, just like Trump's is, and his downfall is pretty similar to, like the people turning on him, etc., etc.
Man, you think
Trump is actually moving like an exiled dictator right now?
Yeah, fucking. But let me put it this way. How do I phrase this? You think America's about to cancel Trump? You think they can?
I'm starting to hate that word so much.
Yeah.
Cancel.
I knew
Like, bro,
that's why I had to say
nobody's
that.
canceling shit. Like, we're holding you accountable for your stupidity.
Hey, man, I don't know. Whenever I hear cancel culture, it just says I'm a victim.
No, cancel culture, like, that's why it's fucking stupid, because now, like, the Republicans have used it as, like, a talking point, and to being like, the Democrats and the left have to cut out this cancel culture, blah, blah, blah. And then they think that can give them free pass to do and say whatever the fuck they want without consequence. And when there is consequence or backlash, they can just blame it on cancel culture. It's an easy scapegoat way out.
But see,
It's not just them in politics. I'm seeing that type of fucking activity happening in every other space.
Because I was about to say, like, political cancel culture and the way that they do it versus, like, social cancel culture, I just see it as, it's like two different... I'm not saying I agree with either one or there's a benefit
Well,
there.
Politics, the thing with politics is they're talking about the merits or the downfalls of social cancel culture.
But, yeah, no...
Like, there's no two different cancel culture.
I'm saying politics, they use it as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
I'm saying socially, when people just be canceling, like, random motherfuckers, they just... I don't know, I just see too
We use
many
it as
people,
justice, like...
people falsely getting behind a claim that they don't fully understand or fully believe.
I feel like people don't know shit about history either. And
Facts.
people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about in general.
Yeah.
Especially on
A lot
social
of people
media.
be bullshitting, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people be bullshitting. And the thing is like, even if you say something that's completely fucking intelligent, but that differs from some troll, whatever he's saying, next thing you know, it's just like you got 50
It doesn't matter if the
coming
troll
on
is
you.
louder, his point will get across.
But that's the point of being a troll, though.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Trump is a professional troll. He set
Like,
the blueprint.
And that's how you move through social media, bro. Is you can't let that shit get to your skin.
I just be on there for the jokes.
You feel me? You gotta know.
Yeah.
Then again, it's different too. We not famous, bro. So it's like,
To you. No, I'm just kidding.
now I'm saying to the level where we like known to the, you know what I mean, like on a global scale. I don't even know why I'm trying to explain what type
Shit,
of
to
famous
you?
we
Nah,
are.
dude.
I'm over here like, man, we ain't even famous out
Yeah.
here. You feel me? But regardless,
Nah.
oh no, we gonna be there. But regardless, I say that to say, like, cancel culture mostly, it's just like when you got so many people like having their eyes on you, then it's just one of those, you can either let cancel culture affect you, or it's just
move right. How about that?
you feel me?
Like, just don't be...
Even if I say some shit and somebody cancels me, it's like, the more you choose to let that be a part of fucking how you move, the more it's gonna fucking eat at you and affect you. Then also it depends on what the fuck you said.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, oh, white boy go out fucking say the N-word on fucking national TV. It's like, I'm just gonna continue going my life. Nah, bro, it's gonna be hard for you.
Yeah. But no, that's me saying my point is not to like completely stand behind, oh, I'm fully for cancel culture and everything about it. Like, I think it can get out of hand too, because sometimes people are held accountable or whatever to like a certain degree that doesn't warrant it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yes, he made a mistake. I'm not even going to be specific here. Like, yes, he or she made a mistake, but was he or she's mistake really that fucked up to where you got to like ruin their life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, to the point, I mean...
It could some scenarios could use a little more thought, is all I'm trying to say.
I guess it's just, it depends on the situation, because then it's just, you got to think, bro.
But there's no perfect way to do it, so.
Because, hey, perfect example, let me ask you this. How, like, you know, like, the recent, I think it was in SoCal, the young kid, he was driving, ended up getting in that car accident with that racist-ass former deputy down in SoCal. He came out, fucking called the kid, just started using the N-word, called the kid a monkey.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Like, in that type of sense, would cancel culture be right?
Absolutely.
But at that point, it's just like, how do you cancel somebody that's a nobody, that's not actually working no more and is retired?
Well, I mean, because this person, this specific situation, this guy's life deserves to be made.
An example?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, how do you even do that if somebody's just not...
Shit, you see motherfuckers on social media be leaking addresses now, like...
True that.
That's it. That's
True
all you
that.
need. All you need
Yeah.
is leak the address. Let it get to, like... It doesn't have to go viral. Let it get to 15 people.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, no, you right. I wasn't even thinking about
That's
that.
why, like... But that's what I'm saying. Some people don't deserve that, though. But with him, yeah... Send me that nigga's address, bro.
Alright, then what about old lady that called the cop on the guy bird watching, or he's like bird feeding up in New York a while back?
Oh, the fucking
Like, does that lady deserve to like be fully canceled or just taught a lesson? You know what I mean? Because there are degrees to shit.
There are degrees to shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that dude who was fucking cussing this kid out, like I could tell there's no remorse or nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this lady has remorse, and sometimes obviously people just.
I mean, she probably had no. That guy was being nothing but kind to her. And she was just a cunt. Yes, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck her. Like, are you serious?
So anything racist, you get your address leaked.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. If you do that shit to me, like,
I mean, but I'll fucking sock you. I ain't gonna leak your address.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you feel me? But
I'm not gonna pull out my phone and record. I'm gonna fucking like.
But yeah, okay. So anything. Then give me an example of something where it's just like somebody wouldn't need to get canceled all the way, but motherfuckers just can't fuck with them.
Like. So what do you mean by that? Like, wouldn't get canceled all the way, but can't really fuck with him?
Like,
put
it this way.
He should still be relevant to some degree.
Actually, a perfect example is like, you know how people try to cancel Nick Cannon?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for
and how
anti-Semitic.
But Nick Cannon went back and educated himself and came back with the knowledge.
This was, I gave him a pass for that. What he said was fucked up, yes. But I gave him a pass for that because he was somebody who was learning about Islam at the time. Okay. And with the racial tension that's happening in America, granted, he was reading a lot of Louis Farrakhan
at the
stuff,
moment,
and watching a lot of Louis Farrakhan videos and studying Louis Farrakhan. And if you don't know much about him, look him up. He's very controversial, and he's said a bunch of anti-Semitic shit.
So his headspace was just at that moment.
Basically, yeah, and the more you do your research, the more you back off of fucking Farrakhan and.
Hey, let me ask you this then. Here's another example. Myers Leonard. Does he deserve to be fully canceled?
I don't think so.
Out of the NBA.
I don't think he deserves to lose his NBA career. No. I think he deserves redemption. And what's his name? Louis C.K. Same thing. That one's a little more sensitive.
But here's my thing with Louis C.K. Wasn't what he was accused for? He was in a room getting naked. There was a bunch of females there, and he just got naked in the room. He didn't fucking touch nobody. This and that. He just started jacking off.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, like I feel it, bro. Like I feel. That's just a weirdo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then there's also being a being a fucking those females could have walked out. From what I heard,
there's probably more to that story. I don't think it was that simple.
Knowing Louis C.K., bro, he's totally somebody I could see just pull his dick out and fucking start.
Which is fucking weird. Like
off of his TV show.
If you're a guy, it's like that's something you could just bring out. Like, yeah, so what? He pulled his dick out. But if you're a woman sitting there, like that's fucking harassment. You know what I mean? Even if you try to leave, you got to put yourself in their shoes. They're young up and coming comedians, and he's an older guy that they look up to, and they're there trying to get advice and whatever, and then he does, it's an uncomfortable situation. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
I'm not giving it a pass. I'm just saying
at the same time, I think he deserves a chance to apologize and reestablish a career. I think
to keep it a buck, put it this way, bro. After that had happened, he came and performed at Improv, right? Mm-hmm. So while he was on stage, he ended up bringing up that whole situation as a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was just talking about it. You could tell it's just Louis is just such a weird dude with a fucked up
his humor's it's
dark as shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just I would expect nothing less from Louis C.K.
That's dude, it's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
The story didn't surprise me though.
But it's one of those if I had a story of he over here forced his chick to fucking do something or he wouldn't let her fucking get this party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's now you physically involved in something. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was right because obviously females go through enough.
And at the same time, we're two men talking about this.
Exactly. Shit. You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna just end with this. I can have an opinion on whether or not he or she or he deserves to be canceled. But at the same time, especially with the whole sexual harassment topic and the Me Too topic, it's not up to me or you. It's up to the women to decide. So,
my opinion don't mean shit.
Yeah,
I still got one.
It's fully their right, and we gonna leave it at that.
Fuck yeah, man. But man, last thing I wanted to bring up, bro, just because it was kind of it's kind of like a growing thing now. You know what I mean? We see it everywhere.
Yeah.
NFTs.
Yep.
And for those of y'all that don't know what NFTs are, it's non-fungible tokens. So pretty much, y'all remember the basketball cards you had back in the day, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, different collectibles. So it's just the same exact thing, but it's just on the blockchain on the internet.
Remember all those baseball cards and basketball cards and shit have monetary value that grows over time.
Exactly.
The more and more you keep those cards or whatever.
Some of y'all that got a fucking, you know what I mean, a LeBron rookie card or a LT rookie card. Those different cards from back in the day, they worth $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 now, $30,000, $100,000. You know what I mean? So NFTs are pretty much they're just bringing virtual collectibles to the blockchain, so that way you can authenticate and you can know specifically like I'm the only.
What is a blockchain?
Blockchain is just pretty much where cryptocurrency runs on. So pretty much on the blockchain, data is stored, and that data can't be changed or manipulated. You know what I mean? It's permanent. Yep. So when you own a card on the blockchain, nobody else will own that card. You'll have a serial number attached to that card. Yep. Like a perfect example is like what the NBA is doing right now with the NBA Top Shot. Yep. You know what I mean?
There's only one. Like if you buy one, there's only one in circulation. You're the only motherfucker with that. So if somebody else wants it, they gotta.
And see, and like you just brought up, bro, when you have like the lower numbers, like obviously NBA Top Shot, they got 15,000 versions of a card, lower serial number. That's one thing. Well, what we were talking about and what we wanted to bring up was just about NFTs in the music industry. Mm-hmm. So what you were saying, you owning one, imagine like you got a Kendrick Lamar, he drops his album, and then now with this with the album, you can either get the album, the vinyl, or you can even get an NFT digital art.
Or like maybe say like a Kendrick Lamar legendary Grammy performance like screenshot or like visual or something like that.
Exactly. Or like you said, even it'll be the legendary Grammy performance recorded. Yeah. So you have like the video on the blockchain.
Which would be even worth more money, probably.
And the crazy thing about it is like you had said about, there'll only be one of them. Say though that video he might only release one, put it out for $50K, you know what I mean? And then that shit'll start selling, you know what I mean? As these like a Kendrick Lamar NFT, you know what I mean? Album art NFTs, shit like that. Yeah. They'll go. Kendrick, Cole, Jay-Z, all these top artists, motherfuckers can start making money off that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like almost like collecting vinyls. Remember you, me, and Nick had like a vinyl collection?
Yeah, speaking of which, I think I still got you.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab them from you. But yeah, it's like that. The vinyls, if you keep them, they are worth more over time now. Perfect example, right? Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap vinyl. I was thinking about buying that before he passed. Yeah. But you bought it after he passed. And how much was that?
No, I was trying to buy it. The fucking stores didn't have it.
And I remember it was stupid expensive.
Bro, they were right now you can get them for like 25, 30. Yeah. But literally months after he passed, they were selling for 80, 85, 90.
And yeah, my point is like now in 2021, that's probably worth triple that.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah, I mean you
especially if there's only a limited amount in circulation.
But that's the thing. I don't now with Crenshaw's vinyl.
Oh, because he only had 100 copies of it. Yeah.
But with Victory Lap, I'm pretty sure fucking the Marathon store, they probably just did a reprint of it. Oh, okay. So maybe, like you said, maybe if you got an original edition when it first came out. Yeah. You know what I mean? But nah, that's like you 100% right, bro. Like when artists come out and they'll like drop vinyls, you know how they'll have like special edition ones where it'll be like a different color? Yeah. Those are the ones that'll, you know what I mean?
Or the limited edition. That's the shit that like gains value over time.
But then, yeah, you transfer that onto the blockchain and then... You know what I mean? Now you sitting there 5, 6, 7 months after you would cop this. Yeah. You throwing it on the blockchain and now you trading these NFTs around and who knows, you got one of 200 Kendrick cover arts, you know what I mean? Now you put your shit for sale, somebody you can sell it to somebody instantly all the way in Europe somewhere, you know what I mean? Yep. You don't have to sit there, go on eBay and fucking like, you know what I mean, wait for 7-8 days, then boom, wait for the money to get in. Next thing you know, it's been a month before your money came in. Yeah. This is just mad instant.
It's an easy process, man. I encourage everybody to like look into it because there's like a lot of money to be made there for
Bro,
sure.
You know what how it really like what's gonna be crazy for artists with it is with these NFTs, the artist can put a certain royalty percentage on it. So what that means is say you sell they put out vinyl collectible or like a collectible for $100 a piece. There's only like 20 of them, right? Mm-hmm. So boom, put it for $100. The person buys it. Now you resell it for $200. The original artist that released that, they get a 10% per every transaction moving
down the chain. Yeah,
down the chain. So that's like
that's really good opportunity, bro.
That changes shit for artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like for sure, because like artists are always looking for ways to capture more money because the label screws them, right? And especially now with COVID and shit, like touring and merch and all that shit that generates most of their revenue is like almost gone right now.
Yeah, it's next to none.
So you gotta get creative out here, man.
Nah, it's definitely gonna be the future, bro. NFTs is gonna take over. You know what I mean?
You should fucking look at it just being the first nigga to establish that.
With what?
NFTs in the music business.
Bro, there's already somebody that
is attempting to do it.
Nah, they already dropped their album with NFTs attached to the bundle. Who? Yeah. It's this rock group in
rock and roll
from
baby
from Up in England, bruh.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, I don't know if they were the first, but they were like the most recent one I heard about. But it's still early stages, bro, because you got to think like, yeah, you can talk about these NFTs and collect it. NBA Top Shot was able to do it because they were able to find like a medium, which is Dapper Labs, that website, so people can use their credit cards and bank accounts to purchase these. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right now, NFTs, like other NFTs, if you want to buy, you need to have Ethereum to buy it. You know what I mean? And not every motherfucker just got Ethereum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd say maybe in like a year or two, once like it becomes
once they iron out the kinks.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And there's like a bunch of legalities too, because then think about it, like once you start releasing songs on the blockchain, do you own the masters to the song or do you just own this file?
Yeah, I own the NFT masters.
You know what I mean?
I own the NFT for the label.
With all that though,
the future is now, man.
It is, bro. The future is now. And yeah, I had something to go after that, but I don't know, man.
Stick with us for next time. We'll have that phrase wrapped up.
Hell yeah, bro. Well, for now, it's your boy Ronnie.
And I'm Waleed, the other side of the coin, and we out this motherfucker.